when we split from eBay in 2015, that gave us the opportunity to first stabilize as a new company, but start to create what we called a dream blueprint of what we wanted our infrastructure and what our technology landscape needed to look like. It was based on three main things that we were trying to optimize. I'll call it the three S's. Uh, Given that we're in the business of trust, security was number one. It has always been top of mind for us. That's the first S. Second one was scale. Scale was about saying we'll get a growth in transactions every single year, and we need to be able to support that as it comes our direction, sometimes in unexpected ways. And the last one was speed. And this was about the nimbleness and the agility for us to take ideas and deliver them to our customers as fast as we can. So between security, scale, and speed, we created that dream blueprint and started to work towards that over many different years. We've done a lot of work in terms of completely building a brand new network backbone, building new edge locations around the world, starting to migrate first into a private cloud setup and now into a public cloud setup. While doing so, upgrading everything in terms of our security infrastructure, as the previous speaker mentioned, moving into zero trust architectures and things of that nature. So the vision is a continuously evolving one, is based on the realities of today, the experience from history, but also the aspirations of the future. As you've seen from our investor day, even though we today are at about 400 million active customers, in a 5-year time frame, we want to grow to 750 million active customers. We'll go from south of a little less than $1 trillion in total payment volume to about $2.7 trillion in total payment volume in the next 5 years. And agile architecture, having a vision, understanding how transformations work, and executing on that with discipline is what actually puts us ahead of that scale and that intensity that comes in our direction. But to be able to serve our customers where they are, the way they deserve to be, and the way they desire to be as well.
That's very interesting, and I'm keen to understand when you say agile architecture, how do you really define it? What would be the core tenets of it?
Yeah, so agile architecture is not a new concept. If you actually go back and look at automobile manufacturing, the best automobile manufacturing units, even in how they build their buildings and their manufacturing pipelines with the right kind of separation of concerns and so on, have done it for a long time. You probably know this, but a Boeing 777, when it first was launched, had 2.4 million parts that were manufactured in 5,400 different factories that had to come together to create one airplane. Today's software enterprise is no different. I mean, you have to make sure that you build for modularity and scalability. And when you go back to first principles and consider the right kind of design approaches that you take to where you say, we have to be agile on many different fronts. Agile in terms of customer expectations and the products we need to build. Agile in terms of the number of transactions we'll get. Agile in terms of the number of employees and engineers we'll have in the company and what their throughput is going to look like. Agile in terms of the regulations that are coming at us and the constraints that may apply in how you do processing. Taking a platform mindset, so you build it once and you can leverage it multiple times. And taking an approach of one company, one platform, where no matter how many acquisitions you make, you build one common platform to serve the brain of the company, or for that matter, the skeletal nervous infrastructure of the company through infrastructure and platforms like identity, payments, compliance, risk, credit, and so on.